Welcome to This Week in Auburn Sports. I'm Sports Editor Will Gaines. This is Assistant Sports Editor Justin Ferguson. Football game last week, 35-21 loss to LSU on the road. Kind of what were some of your thoughts from the game last week?
Well, the first thought I had is that Will picked the score exactly right for the second week in a row. It's getting kind of scary. He might be mixed up with some bad people trying to fix games. I don't know. Anyway, but on a more serious note, Auburn fell into a 21-0 hole early down in Baton Rouge. Hostile environment, rainy night. Had a special teams fumble. Had a couple of big plays go against them on defense. So it's kind of hard to get out of a hole like that, especially in your first SEC game on the road. But the Tigers proved once again, best ball of the year is coming in the second half.
And it was, we talked about it last week. They keep fighting, but I think this week it was more impressive because they really, against Washington State and Mississippi State, they got, punched in the mouth, you would say, but they weren't down. They were down 21-0.
They got punched multiple times.
Yeah, had every reason to give up, but they kept fighting all the way down. And I would argue that at the end of the game, they were playing better than LSU.
Absolutely.
So you've got to be, Auburn fans have got to be proud about that and be happy that they've got something to look forward to because the team's just going to get even better and keep doing that even more.
Yeah, and I know Auburn fans aren't big advocates of moral victories. I know that's like a buzzword everyone hates to talk about, but you've got to be proud of the way the team went in and stuck it out even in the rough times and then came out with only a 2-touchdown loss to a very good LSU team.
And I think, it was unfortunate about the weather also. I mean, I was down at the game. It was terrible weather. And I think if the weather had been just a little bit better, the game would have been closer.
Absolutely.
But, there's a bye week this week, so we're not going to preview the Ole Miss game yet. We'll do that next week. But we do have some stories that we're going to run by you for this coming up issue, and one is the volleyball SEC opener is coming up against Kentucky this week.
Friday night at the Auburn Arena, which is now the new home of Auburn volleyball. It's a big move for that program. I believe there's one game this year back at the Student Act, just because of some scheduling things with basketball, if I remember correctly. But lost a very close game, or match, as I should say, last Saturday to Florida State. Very good ranked team. Auburn gets another chance to take on a ranked team. They play Kentucky, as Will said, Friday night at the Auburn Arena.
And we also have a small preview on the orange and blue swim meet benefiting multiple sclerosis. And then we have a hockey player profile who the hockey player's nickname is Killer Bear. So you definitely want to check that out. And then we also have Plainsman picks. We're still doing it this week, even though no Auburn game, we're still doing it. Justin took the lead this week on me, so
pulled away. He might get all the scores right, but I might.
Yeah, I'm not happy that I fell because I actually fell in third place behind the picker of the week.
Yeah, you can get involved on Twitter. Tweet at the AU Plainsman with your picks of the 6 games we select every week. So you can get involved. If you win the previous week, your picks get put in the paper. So it's a little incentive for anyone who wants to get out and get involved with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's all we have for this week, and I want to remind everybody, make sure you comment on Facebook, Twitter, and on our website, ThePlainsman.com. Is that right?
Plainsman.com.
Plainsman.com. And make sure you do that, and we'll be back here next week, and make sure you check us out.